we can go ahead and get started.
Okay.
Guess yeah, we can just kind of go around and do some introductions, and then whoever wants to take lead on your side can give us an overview of. Okay, wait, I got a question first. How do I say the name of? Is it Edge? Is it AEdge?
It's Edge.
Yeah, it is just Edge. Okay, awesome. Thank you. So yeah, whoever can give your intro for Edge. So I'm Juice, as I'm called on the Discord. I'm one of the project managers for Lava, and joined by Larry. He is our CFO and math wizard. And yeah, take it away, guys.
Okay, I'm Richard Hurst. I'm the founder of AEdge Capital Incorporated. 56 years old. Been married for November be 35 years.
Wow, congrats!
And been in business for myself since May 5th of '92. I had 4 businesses that I sold. Got into crypto in '18, and AEdge Capital it wasn't AEdge Capital, it was just AEdge, which was a trading group. But April 20th of 20, I incorporated that into an actual business because the way all the regulations were going on trading and licensing and financial advice, we just let the group go. And I met Daniel, and we were both traders, and just really clicked. And next thing I know, we're building this project.
Okay.
So, and that's how we all got together. And then I let Daniel introduce himself and switch back to the same.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool, man. So I'm Daniel. I'm 37 years old. I'm married. I got 4 kids. So we're a lot of old people in the same crowd there.
Yeah.
I'm blessed with 15 years of experience in all markets, including crypto. I met Richard through Alpha Society. Again, we decided to build up Edge again because we had some exciting combinations we wanted to try out, and I am also the CTO and project manager of Edge.
Okay, awesome.
Hello, my name is Marius. I am 38 years old, so also an oldie. I live in Norway as well with my girlfriend, and I have a 2-year-old daughter. I do work full time as a principal engineer for a Norwegian tech company. I've been a professional developer for about 20 years, but I've been coding on and off in basically every language since I was like 13. So
Awesome.
I do also do infrastructure, DevOps, do some machine learning, and I also do a little bit of data analysis as well. So I do most of the backend stuff in this project. Yeah, I guess that's it.
Awesome, thank you. Yeah, so can you kind of give an overview? So you said you started as just kind of, like this kind of, small trading group, and now you've grown it into, a full, incorporated Edge Capital.
Right.
So can you kind of go over the, the group and, the project, and now I guess your NFT launch?
Right. Like I said, incorporated, and I did that because I was, being an investor and trader and all. Here in the U.S., it's get a lot more tax write-offs for incorporations, and
Sure.
when we wanted to build this project, we wanted to do it under this business so people will get one kind of sense of saying, okay, here's a registered crypto business in the state of Alabama. And so they're not going to rug pull anyone and get away with it. And so that was our first thought. And then the second thought was we wanted to build this project where we would reach as many people as possible who were traders both in crypto and NFTs, and hopefully help them find some kind of financial freedom through the project that we're bringing. That was our goal.
Okay.
So we've developed the NFT that is dual based. The way we look at it, you're going to have a BTC scalping strategy. I can't talk. I just had Dennis work there. Strategy, and with that, and then too, the price of the NFT floor with the strategy that we're building. If anyone would want to sell the NFT after seeing this thing, we believe that they would probably be insane. So and that's what our goals were. To, but we look at most of the people in crypto, they're losing all of their money, 95%, not even 95%. So we want to help those people find a tool that can help them turn it on and say, hey, instead of me having to go learn to trade and spend all the funds just trying to learn and taking all that time to do it, we can give them a tool while we help them learn how to trade. So,
and how long have you guys been developing this strategy for? Is it? I assume it's one that you guys have used personally in the past, and you kind of just, like grown it to something that can be used by other people.
Okay, I'll let Daniel share that part because he.
Yep, sure. We do have 2 more team members, which I can have a little short introduction of as well. So we have a guy called Anton. He's from Sweden. He's also a data scientist and also part of the Find Coders on TradingView. So he's actually the one that's developing the strategy for us. And the reason for him giving up this strategy to Edge is because he lives in Sweden and can't actually trade crypto because the banks and stuff will ban him from taking house loans and stuff like that. So he was ready to give it up to us. So Anton has also built many profitable strategies for me before. So I wanted to bring him and give him the opportunity to actually make something awesome for crypto. So also the strategy is not going to be a standard TA-based strategy. It's going to be a statistical-based and also quants, and also will be implemented with a safeguard. So if, for example, a country is shutting down crypto, for example, banning crypto or something like that, the bot will notice the volatility in the market and will shut down to keep everyone safe at all times. So it's a lot of implementing that's going to this strategy, you could say. So we're super excited to have him on board as a strategist.
Awesome. So the NFTs, it sounds like, so they're kind of like your ticket to the bot. So can you guys go a little bit more in depth on kind of the process of, acquiring the NFT and then actually getting the trading started? What that process would look like?
Sure. So we want everything to be ready by when you mint. It should be ready by day one. So we don't want people to buy the NFT and then have to wait for the utility. So we're not gonna launch the NFT sales until we are done with everything. So the order will be that you mint an NFT. All the NFTs are the same, so there's no special hidden traits in terms of like trading functionality on the NFTs. They all look different and have different visual stuff, but trading wise, they're all the same. So you buy an NFT and then you can immediately go to our dashboard page and log in with your MetaMask. And then we will validate that you hold one of the NFTs and you will be allowed into a settings panel where you can enter your API keys from the centralized exchange. To start, we are aiming to support Bybit. We are going to add more as we go, but by launch, this is the one that we are focusing on. So we're not going to promise any more until after launch. And then there will be helpers there. There will be videos on how to like generate these API keys and do everything like that. And we also will validate when you enter in your API keys on the dashboard. You can press the configuration button, and it will actually test to make sure that the API keys are correct. So everything should be like very user friendly for the user, helping him to enter the correct information. And you can also select how much of your portfolio you wish to trade. If you want to do like 10% or 50%, or if you're feeling vigorous, you can do like 100%. each trade basically, and also there will be like a minimum USDT and a maximum USDT dollar amount if you wish to specify that as well. So there's going to be some options there for the users. So that's how basically it's going to work, and we will be checking regularly if you hold NFT. So if you buy the NFT and then enter this information and then try to like sell it or move it away from your wallet, you're going to lose access rather quickly.
Okay. Is there a the min max, is that like per trade or?
Yeah, so the idea is that let's say that you have a $10,000 balance and you say that you want to trade like 20%. You can still specify, and you have specified, for example, maximum $150. Even though 20% is going to be $200, it's going to go down to 150 because that is your max, and that's per trade. Yes.
Okay. Okay. So you guys are selling the you're doing, I guess it's the whitelist sale first for the NFTs.
Correct.
And then a public sale.
Correct. Yeah. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No.
Oh no, no, you can go ahead.
No, I'll let you finish. I'm sorry. I spoke up too soon.
Okay. No, I was just gonna say I had a question. That was, if the NFTs are kind of sold out and nobody wants to sell them on the market, I was just curious how an additional investor would join the strategy if that
Okay.
was to happen. But
That's where we will go. We're planning on doing other strategies. And
Okay.
we're going to do a Gen 2, Gen 3. We're hoping to do on Gen 2, we're going to do a strategy. We're not sure if we want to do the actual swing trade strategy with BTC or go on to a scalping strategy on ETH. But whatever we do, we'll have a Gen 2 and a Gen 3 with different strategies. And the thing about it is we have a lot of other ways for people to get involved. And we'll discuss that a little bit further. But we will have other gens coming with different strategies. So other
Okay.
investors can get involved.
And that first gen, that you said that was a scalping strategy, I think?
Right, BTC scalping strategy, correct.
Gotcha. Okay. Can you go in depth on that strategy at all? Get like any kind of details on it? Or is that
not as of yet, no.
Okay. Okay. Hey, I figured.
Yeah.
I also
Yeah.
want to mention just shortly that we are planning to have the signals that the bot will produce at least a couple of weeks prior to the mint date. We're going to have a Discord bot announcing all the trades that the bot is going to make, which is going to be free for anybody to follow. And then once that mint is live, we're going to, of course, remove those signals from Discord. And then the only way that you can get access to those signals will be through the NFT. But we hope that the results will speak for themselves, and we're going to be totally transparent about the results. So every day, every week, and every month, we're going to post statistics about how the bot is performing. And those are going to be available to non-minters as well.
Nice. Yeah, I'm sure that'll help a lot with with people's confidence. Do you have any kind of stats on the history of the strategy up to this point?
We do at this point, but they're internal.
Okay.
We don't look. He's still trying to break the strategy. So I was so excited, and I was like, "Do you mind if I go ahead and post these?" And he said, "That's totally up to you guys, but the way I look at it is I don't want to post anything until I'm 100% sure I can't break it, and then I know I can trust the strategy to post it."
Okay.
So
and when you say,
go ahead.
Sorry, go ahead.
That's the type of person he is. He wants to make sure that before we even post anything to say, okay, this is what it's done in this downtrend, which I can say is amazing. I will say that much. He wants to make sure that he's done his job 100% satisfactory. So when we bring people in, they've got the transparency of saying, man, they've done everything they can, not only to help us make money, but also to protect us and do it transparently.
That's awesome. And will those stats and stuff be available before the mint?
Yes.
Awesome. Okay. So what, is there a, do you have to deposit USDT in the, to kind of as your capital, your collateral, or can you use any token, or How does that work?
It's USDT and it's on the derivatives platform on Bybit. So also, this will be checked by the configuration panel when you enter the API keys and do the testing of the configuration. It will make sure that you have money in the correct place, and if you don't, it will give you a warning about it. So
Okay.
we're just trying to make sure that it's as user friendly as possible. Also, we will be available for questions and support during the mint as well, and also I think we are also planning to do a public beta test for people who are willing to do so as well prior to the launch, so people will get some real life experience with it.
Nice. Okay. Um, so I saw from your white paper, you guys are going to have a token as well. Can you go a little bit further into that and how that'll work, how that's kind of distributed and whatnot?
You want me to take this one?
Yeah, sure.
Daniel. Yeah, either you or Daniel, either one.
Yeah, we do have more stuff on the roadmap. If you read our white paper, you can see that the NFTs are not the only thing that we're trying to do. It's sort of our launching pad financially into the space, because doing the NFT sale will secure funds for the team so that we can focus 100% full time. And me me and Anton can maybe quit our day jobs and work full time on this, because we do have other day jobs. But
That's the dream.
that's the dream, yeah. But we do have other things on the roadmap as well. So one of the roadmap items are a decentralized exchange. It's gonna be similar to like Uniswap. So we're not like reinventing anything here, but um, in addition to that, we are planning to launch our own governance token as well, and that governance token will have utility in multiple places. So one of the places where it will have utility is that it will unlock additional signals, probably in Discord. So if you own a certain amount of the token, you will gain access to a specific Discord channel.
Okay.
This channel will have other signals that we are able to post, probably from TradingView. This will probably be like hands-on signals, so that you will have to act on them manually, but they will be a great benefit to you if you're just want to do that. And then the token itself will be deflationary, so we're planning to do burning of the token based on the fee, based on the number of trades that happens inside our decentralized exchange. So the more people that use our exchange, the more of the token will be burned. And also holding the token, we're discussing this will also give you reduced fees when you're trading on the platform. So the token itself will be multi-utility. But I think the trading aspect of it is probably like the most interesting part of it. So it will gain additional signals for you.
Okay. And is there any kind of like, is that token just bought through your DEX, or is there any kind of way to earn that as like a reward?
We're probably going to have the token be available on ETH as on Uniswap, because that gives us the most exposure to a lot of people.
Sure.
But it's probably going to, the way that is that the DEX is not going to be on ETH. The DEX is for now, we have set the DEX to be launched on Avalanche, but we're going to track the number of trades on ETH on the DEX on Avalanche, and then we're going to manually for example, 2 weeks, we're going to burn the token on ETH. So it will be like a controlled burn based on the statistics from the DEX Avalanche. Also, I forgot to mention is that one more utility for the token is that we plan to use the governance token as our main means for minting going forward. So instead of minting with ETH, it's going to be minted using our governance token.
Very nice. I love this. I love to hear that. That's awesome.
So yep.
Yeah, go ahead. We got this.
No, I don't think I have anything else to say about the token. I'm just trying to figure out if I mentioned everything, but I think those are the most important parts.
Awesome. Do you guys have kind of like a general date for launch yet? Maybe for for the whitelist mint, and then for the actual full platform strategy launch.
We did say early on a couple of weeks ago that we were aiming for late June. That's looking less and less likely, not only because we want to be ready with absolutely everything and we want to have enough weeks of like people getting insight into the statistics of the bot, but also the market itself, because we don't want to mint and then lose 50% of the value like in the next coming weeks after the mint. So we're looking at the market as well, because we're going to have a fixed minting price in USD. So we haven't set the ETH value yet. So the ETH value is going to be set like a few days prior to announcing the mint date, and then it will be converted from the dollar amount to the ETH amount, basically.
Okay, so the mint is going to be an ETH, and then future trades with the to trade the NFTs are going to be using your governance token.
Correct.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, I saw, this is kind of a silly question. I saw that you guys are listing in the Bahamas, or you're filing in the Bahamas.
Yes, we will. Once we mint Gen 1, the reason we're doing that is trying to not avoid everything the SEC is doing, but sidestep what we can legally do.
Love it.
Because we're going to do a leverage DEX. So you know, in the Bahamas, that's pretty much where like FTX and everyone's going. And we've researched it, and that's going to be our best bet to do. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to actually open a business there once we launch Gen 1, and that's where we'll run our DEX run.
Okay, awesome. Are you guys moving there, or is it just you're going to be, like?
No, well, with me living in Alabama, I can fly back and forth, but I won't move there. No.
Gotcha.
But I can fly back and forth. It won't be an issue. But and actually, the way the business works is you have to what we found out is you have to hire employees from the Bahamas to help you run the business. You can't bring a big group of people down there and say, "Oh, we're just going to bring in our own team down here and let it run." I mean, you can have managers and other things, but the staffing has to come from the Bahamians, however you say it. Bahamians.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Bahamians.
Bahamians, I'm not sure.
So you guys are going to have like an actual on-site, like shop down there?
Yes.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, at the start it's going to be more like a call center, you could say. So
yeah, I guess shop wasn't the right word, but yeah.
But it works.
Yeah. So I had a question about the with, you said that there's going to be multiple like generations of NFTs, and each one is going to have its own like strategy attached to it or associated with it. Is there any benefit to kind of owning multiple of one generation of NFT? Like, is there any kind, like, do they stack, or is it simply like a, like that's your ticket to the?
You can stack them. Daniel can explain some of that if he wants.
Yeah, about holding several NFTs. I would see the benefits of that would be the floor price of the NFT if you want to trade that down the road as well. Because when people are seeing that this NFT is actually making money, I think the floor price is going to raise at the same time, and making it beneficial in investing in more than one NFT, you could say. So
gotcha. So are you guys going to leave minting open then, or is it going to be like a one-time mint and then that's what's on the market?
We haven't decided yet, but we will announce that once we do know it.
Okay.
We also have discussed if we're going to do it in phases, because doing it in phases also gives people the certainty of a total supply that won't be maxed, but it gives us the chance to advertise in rounds, basically. So we have discussed the option of doing 4 phases of 2048 NFTs each, But again, it's not set in stone. We haven't fully discussed all those details yet. But,
Okay.
And the reason we discussed that was because the infrastructure that we're working with Bybit, we want to make sure that everything that we have in place is just spot on. Well, you know, we don't want someone to get in there and either not getting the trade or whatever, you know, and we just want to make sure everything's working properly, and that would give us an option. But like we said, once we get everything ironed out, we'll know for sure if we're going to do them all in at once or whether we do
yeah,
2 rounds or 4 rounds.
it's important to note that from a technical standpoint, it's not it's you have to think about, like, okay, if we do mint out, it's 8,100 or potentially 8,192, which is our total supply trades that's going to happen within a 30-second window. So we need quite a big infrastructure in order to guarantee those results. So that's another argument for us to do it in phases, because then we can more easily monitor and scale our infrastructure as we go, and it's more secure for the initial buyers of the NFT.
Gotcha. Yeah, that makes sense. Sounds like you guys have kind of thought this whole, process all the way through. That's awesome.
Yep.
Yeah, and it's kind of nice because as the strategy is kind of shared, people's value of their NFT will go up. I guess it's.
Well, that's what we're hoping, and that's what we thought the process would look like anyway. That the floor would just keep going up on it as long as people have something that's continually making a utility. I found that passive income is a bad word to use, but we believe that it's going to have enough utility where people will want to continue to hold and make the floor price rise. But to get back to your question about the benefit of holding the separate gens, Gen 1 will have some benefits that will be received over Gen 2, and so forth and so on. But each one will have so much passive, utility.
There you go.
that they'll want to hold each other. And I can tell you now that anyone that goes on the floor at a decent price, I'll be purchasing for myself. I've got a lot of people I want to give them to, and just to help them out. I'm actually wanting to do one for my 5 daughters, and just start them running with $1,000 and leave them run, and until one day they can open it up and say, "Wow, what did he leave me?" And
that's awesome.
Yeah. Also, we have discussed using a part of the initial minting money being used by one of the bots for ourselves, and basically, first of all, pay for the initial infrastructure cost, because it can run up to the thousands per month in infrastructure costs. So we need a steady, since we're only doing a mint and we don't have any other money coming in after that, we would like to have some sort of steady money flow coming in. So we have discussed using part of the minting money to be traded by the bot itself to provide a bit of income. And then also we have, I guess, then if you want to share that, but we have discussed potential giveaways of the excess money that the bot is producing. So even like if you're holding an NFT, it might give you the lucky chance of winning some extra money.
Okay, like a little kickback or
yeah, exactly.
Yeah. The main thing with that, we want to make sure that everything is done appropriately. So we've got to research how to do these things right on some of it, but we just want everyone to be able to, I'm retired, and I wish I would have had this when I was a lot younger, like crypto. And if I would have been in my 20s when I started my own business and had crypto where it's at in the stage it is now, and I would have retired a whole lot sooner. And I would love to be able to take 8,195 people to the Bahamas to our beach party that can look back and say, "Hey, man, this thing has changed my life." And
Yeah.
what we've heard people say is if it will pay my gas, if it'll pay my car payment, even buy my groceries, I mean, that will be enough for me. But if we can bring something even more to them to help them be financially free, that's what we want. We want to help as many people as we possibly can to see what it's like to say, hey, man, I can do what I want to do instead of what I have to do 9 to 5 for someone else.
I love that. Yeah, I mean, and I don't hate the term passive income. I know it kind of some people are divided on it, but I like it. That's the dream,
Well,
right?
Well, we love it, but we found that you can't use it. That there's stipulations to using it that can get you in trouble.
Yeah,
Oh, you
So-
mean like legally, like
Yeah,
oh,
yes, with the SEC. So
because it's called
That-
income. Is that where the
right. So utility is a totally different thing.
Gotcha? Okay.
So we can use utility, but there's issues with using passive income. You got to be very careful. So
Yeah, I guess
anything
that's
anything that says utility, you know what it means.
okay. Gotcha. Yeah, I guess that's kind of an interesting point. Is the gains that your bot would have. I guess for people in the U.S. that would have to be I guess that would have to be claimed.
Exactly, and that's where we've got to research with the giveaways and everything to make sure that it's not something taxable. That the company's going to have to pay a ton of tax just to give something away. But if we can work it in other directions of a token or something that we can do, then we're going to help everyone as much as we possibly can with giveaways and everything. That's our ultimate goal, is to help people. And I mean, I love helping people. Daniel loves helping people. Maris loves helping people. And we want to see people through this project say, hey, man, it changed my life. It's get better.
That's
So
awesome.
that's-
So you're not just getting the trading bot. You're getting you're joining a family in a way.
Exactly.
That's great. I love that. So, I mean, I think I've kind of gone through the majority of my questions. We had a few from people that posted in, the Edge channel on our server. Looks like a few have already been answered, but we had one from Danny that he asked, is there any way to incorporate the bot trading functionality into a DEX if they don't want to go through the KYC process? Or is that something that would be in like a future generation?
Well, you don't on the Bybit, you don't have to go through KYC. You can use a VPN if you're in the US, but otherwise you can just, as long as you're not pulling out more than 2 BTC a day, you don't have to KYC.
There you go.
I've been using Bybit with a VPN in the US since 2018.
Wow. Okay.
Among the other, like Coinbase Pro and Kraken.
Yeah.
I think the only thing that you are is they enforce like a 2 Bitcoin per day withdrawal limit or something like that. But that's like that probably shouldn't be an issue for most people.
Yeah, if I'm pulling out, well, I guess at current prices it's like 42, 45K a day. If I'm pulling that out per day, then I'm doing all right. I'm not worried about that.
Right.
Okay.
So in terms of the DEX question, the short answer is no. We haven't looked into that. From a technical standpoint, like trading on a DEX is most likely giving away a lot of permissions of your wallet in order for us to do that, and I don't think that's something we want to do or be liable for. Because there's so much more connected to that than just the trading. It's your entire wallet, it's your entire identity on the Web3. So,
Right.
I think people should be more careful about that.
Yeah, I agree. There's a question from Good Food too. He said, how much Bitcoin do you expect investors would have to start trading? So I guess that would kind of go with, like, is there like a minimum you would say, or is it up to the user?
It would be, I don't like giving financial advice, but that would be up to your personal risk tolerance and your personal risk management of what you want to do. I mean, everyone's different. What I hold would be different from what you hold, and so forth and so on. So we would just leave that up to everyone. I mean, because you're going to be in control of your own funds either way it goes. You
think
know,
on Bybit the minimum that you can trade is like $10 or something like that. So
Okay, so it's more determined by the exchange that you guys are kind of like linking to with the bot, versus.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
yeah, but I was referring to as the bot itself. You know, that would be totally up to whoever's. But yeah, that Switchback is correct on that.
Okay. Yeah, he said if it's, I guess he's concerned that if the amount is too low, that you'll get eaten by fees. But the fees are all kind of,
fees
it's
are
not
based on
proportional to
percent.
the.
Yeah, it's based on percentages, so it's
Right.
doesn't really matter. So it's
Right.
on Bybit is one of the best fees on the market. It's 0.06% market price. And if we hit and if we don't hit the stop loss and we hit the actual take profit, it's 0.01% fees. So it's great fees.
And I will be trying to negotiate those fees even lower if we bring the complete 8,000 or so there. So
yeah, because if we have records of all the wallets or all the API keys that people have, we can negotiate better deals for those API keys.
Okay. Oh, that'd be cool. So you can say, hey, we're bringing 8,000 users to your platform. Can we get some kind of lower rate?
exactly.
Gotcha. So I saw at the end of your looks like I guess it's in the utility section, but you guys mentioned the a metaverse section and I guess kind of buying a sandbox plot.
This is Daniel's forte. He loves that. So.
Okay.
Yeah, I do love that. I tried to actually post a picture inside there, but I didn't. Your Dinobot didn't allow me to post it.
Oh, did it catch it? Oh, yeah.
But I can post it to you, and you can post it yourself.
Yeah. If you want to send it over, I can post it out.
Okay, so I posted you a picture of the NFT itself. So this will actually be like this on OpenSea. If you post
There it
it.
is. For anyone listening, it's in the AEdge Autobots channel.
So you can actually go into that link. You can use your mouse and move the NFT back and forth, and it will also be like this on OpenSea as well. Like a little interacting. You can scroll in and scroll out as well. So you can view your own NFT. So that's pretty unique to be on OpenSea. I think maybe a couple of other projects have done this before.
Yeah, it's starting to become more of a trend to do more stuff like this now, but the majority of people still go by the PFP only thingy. This is a little bit more interactive, we think. And also we
I love the design. It's really cool.
Thank you. I'm the one who made it up. It's a funny story, but we can take that later.
Yeah.
I kind of like to hear it now, actually.
Okay.
Okay, so I was talking with Daniel, and then Richard came on the Discord. I didn't know who he was back then, but I know Daniel from way back in like 2001, 2002. We used to play like Counter-Strike, the old Counter-Strike together, and so I know him from way back. But I was talking with him, and Richard came on, and I was just like sharing my screen, and I was doing this Adobots, and it was like a personal project for me back then. I was like sick of all this. Like I had just gotten into NFT projects, and like all the NFT projects that I minted turned out like I never got a good one, and all the ones that I got, I honestly just thought looked like crap, because when you're making all these NFTs and you're throwing all these traits in a randomizer, most of them are going to look shit, right? So I was like sick and tired of this, and I was like, okay, I'm going to design something that I think looks good, even if you're not lucky. And also, back then when I started this, there wasn't that much stuff. It might sound stupid, but I don't think there was that much projects that were like aimed at girls. So I wanted to create something that was a little bit more cute and stuff like that. So Adobots actually stands for adorable robots.
Okay, I was gonna ask where that name came from. That's awesome.
Yeah. So I just wanted to do something that was a little bit more cute and kind stuff like that. So
He's actually a ladies' man, is what it is.
no, so I wanted to have, and I actually made the initial design as a voxel model, and then I was talking with another guy who's making another voxel project, and I was talking about maybe you can automate the process of rendering these, because he was like making all of them hand by hand. He was like putting every pixel where it needed to be
Oh
and
my
colors
gosh.
manually, and then I made a skeleton for this one in one color, and then I used the script. I actually made a script that would change, because the file contents is open source. So you can go online and you can see how the file structure is. So it's just a matter of placing the correct values in the correct places. So I was able to change the colors. I was able to place different hand items, put different visors, have different head items, and do all these things based on just scripts. Similar to how they make randomized PFPs, where they just have different layers and you're putting things on top of each other. I was doing the same,
Right.
but it's a little bit more difficult when you're doing a 3D model. But I was able to do it, and then I think the results like was really cool, and they all had like really bright, cool colors. And I was trying to like make sure that all the items didn't look weird. Like if you got like one of the more common items, they still look like a little bit cool and stuff like that. So I spent a lot of time on it, and then I was just dabbling with it in Discord, and then Richard came along and he was like, "Oh, those look cool," and I was like, "Thanks." And then he said, "If you can make them dance, they would really sell." And then, according to Richard, like I had them dancing in 5 minutes, but that's not true. But I got them dancing, and then I showed him, and he was like, thought it was really cool. And then we didn't speak more after that. And then I was approached by Daniel a few weeks later, and uh, basically wanting to bring me on board on the project. And then the bots actually became like, oh, we're doing a trading bot, and I have these bots that we can use. So Edge actually bought the rights to the bots from me.
Okay.
So now Edge holds the license to them. But yeah, that's the long story about how they came to be, and I spent a lot of time on these bots. Probably like several hundred hours designing them and putting them together. So for me, it's like a really cool thing to like getting to see them come to life. And this is the long answer to the initial question. Like the sandbox question is that I actually also tested these bots inside because Sandbox has their own editor that you can load the models into, and if you can load the models into that editor, you can export them into the Sandbox format.
Okay.
And the bots did load, and they look the same inside the editor. I just have to like flip them around. They were facing the other way, but that's a small thing to fix. But yeah, so that basically means that the bots can be placed inside the Sandbox. So we might be able to buy a lander and place all the Adobots on that island, for example.
That's awesome. Yeah, I was gonna say it looks like it kind of fits perfectly in this with the sandbox theme. Like it's kind of
Yeah, it's called voxel graphics, so it's just 3D pixels basically.
Yeah, we'd love to see 8,000 of them running around in there.
Yeah, right.
Making
Or like it's like you're giving you're giving your robot your money, and he kind of goes off to the charts, and he's working for you. Yeah, that's neat.
We have kind of have set the standard. So when we're doing the Gen 2 and Gen 3, I really have to I have to design a whole set of new robots, and I'm not looking forward to that. I spent so much, and I'm not a designer, I'm a programmer. So for me, I'm not really artistic at all, I think. But
Yeah, he did an amazing job, and I'm just going to tell you, man, he's amazing at what he does. I mean, this whole team impresses me every day. Not only the core team, but the mods, everyone in Edge. It's just like we're all cohesive, and they do an excellent job.
That's awesome, man. I love to hear that. Oh, okay. I mean that kind of runs through the questions that the Lava community had. was there anything else that we missed that you guys felt you wanted to share? Or Larry, did you have anything else that you wanted, any questions that came up?
Hey guys. Yeah, really cool project idea. I love your project. It's I think the designs are really cool. It's funny you say you're not a designer. That was going to be one of my questions about what sort of inspired you to design it this way. But I think you could sell them just for the designs alone, let alone the utility. To be honest,
I appreciate that. That puts a smile on my face.
Yeah, they're really cool. So, are there any fees to operate the bots, or once you've got the NFT and you're sort of connected to the CX, it'll just run without any sort of monthly fees, or is there any sort of additional fee to operate?
No hidden fees, no additional cost. The only thing that you pay is the trading price, but that's unavoidable. And like we mentioned earlier, we will work to reduce that one. So there's no hidden fees, there's no hidden cost. We will pay for everything using the minted money that we get, and also the passive income that we will earn from the bot itself will help us keep the infrastructure alive. So there will be no additional cost for our end users.
Yeah, cool. I mean, I think you've covered the project pretty well, to be honest. I don't have too many questions. I know you've been kind enough to put up some whitelist spots to the community, to the people in the audience. So I know a lot of them are probably keen to find out a bit more about the whitelist and what that spot gets them. Are you as far as sort of knowing what your launch price is going to be in terms of what you get for a whitelist spot? Is it the one bot that you get for a whitelist spot? Can you go into detail about that, or is that not really sort of hashed out at this stage?
Yeah, well, we know what it's going to be in the USD at this point, which is $500 for whitelist spots, and you can mint 2 per wallet.
Okay,
and
so is that $500
we'll convert that price over to ETH once we know where the market's at when we launch.
Sure, yeah.
Public mint will be $750.
And public mint is 7. So you get 2 bots for that 750. Is that correct, or is it 750?
No,
bot?
you can mint up to 2 per wallet.
You can mint up to 2 per wallet, but you only get 1 bot for that whitelist spot.
Correct.
Right. Okay. Perfect. Okay. Yeah. I'm pretty much. I don't have any more questions. I don't know if anyone else in the audience has anyone posted in the channel. Yeah. Lava Mike has just asked $500 a bot. So yeah, $500 a bot.
Yeah. So if anybody has some questions, you can come up to the stage as well. It's,
yeah, definitely. Yeah. Put your hand up if you have any questions.
And also, we haven't spoken about the Edge social trading platform. Maybe I should mention a little bit about it.
Sure.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, so we are building a decentralized leverage trading platform, which is going to be a social trading platform as well. So if you look at your screen and you divide it in 2, you will have your trading platform on your left side, and you will also have your chat, which you can open up servers and stuff on your right side. So you can actually link in trading view signals. You can be a mentor of your own group and stuff like that as well. So that's a little thing we want to develop as well. And the feature of that platform is that part of the fees are going back to the NFT holders as well. So.
That's awesome. I love to hear that.
Yeah. We're
something, a nice sustainable passive income source, or I'm sorry, utility.
Utility.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
So that's like a long-term thing, kind of down the road.
Well, it's not that far down the road. It depends on how good the initial mint goes. If we mint out, then we're really going to get the ball started, and we're going to hire more people, and me and Anton can go full time and stuff like that. So then the ball really will be rolling. So it all really depends on how well the mint goes in terms of like how fast we can achieve all these roadmap items. But we will stick around regardless. Like even if we don't mint out, we're still gonna stick around, and we're gonna continue, but not at the pace that we have set.
Right.
But
Gotcha.
Hopefully, like, I don't think there will be any issues. Like once people will see the data that we can bring them, I don't think there will be much doubt.
Yeah, I'm definitely excited to see that. do you guys think, like with that trading platform, would you guys like launch another bot with a strategy for that? Like
Nope.
another gen, or would that just kind of be another place for people to trade
That-
on? And
Yeah, that will just be another place for people to trade on.
Right, right.
So we see a lot of potential to bringing something like this to crypto as well, because it's I don't think it's available for crypto yet. So we wanted to make something.
Right. Yeah. Basically, you're going to have a Discord in the server, so you can communicate with everyone that you want to have in there. So
yeah,
it's going to be, we want to set a standard for the market for crypto and NFTs. And we want to set that standard high so other people can look at the standard and say, they did it right. Let's see if we can achieve that. And what I see in the market is you've got all these rug pulls because you've got all these younger guys that come in and they do this project, and instantly they have no business experience, but they've got millions of dollars that's fallen into their lap, and they don't know how to manage it. And their thought is, I'm a millionaire. Why keep going?
right, right.
I have plenty of experience. We're going to run this thing as far as we possibly can to help as many people as can. And this is the way we're going to do it. We're going to do it with honesty, integrity, and transparency. And that's our goal.
That's something that's rare to find, I feel like, in this space sometimes. So yeah, that's awesome, guys.
Yeah, I hope that like we kind of prove it a little bit that we're not going to do the mint until we're absolutely sure that everything works. We're going to have utility from day one. We're taking a lot of steps to ensure that people will feel like this is something worthwhile and this is something they want to invest in.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And also we're going to throw a hell of a Bahamas beach party as well. At the end.
Yep.
That's a celebration for our.
I'm sold. I'm
Yeah.
as if I needed more of a reason to mint.
We're kind of looking forward to that. I mean, that's going to be awesome if we can help people achieve that status and everyone get there and actually meet one another. I mean, I think that's just going to be so cool. I actually got to meet a guy the other day, Big Moose, one of the guys helping us with some of our marketing, and he lives in Georgia. And he actually was like, "Hey man, I'm coming to Alabama this week. Let's hook up." And so finally, I got to meet someone for the first time off of Discord. Discord makes the world a smaller place.
It really does.
But it would be even better to meet those people face to face one day, and just sit back and enjoy a couple of days together. So that's what our goal is. We've got a lot of goals, and we're achieving them one by one. And every hurdle that comes, we may get skinned up trying to get over it, but we're going to get over it one way or another.
Yeah, it sounds like you guys really got like the drive and the passion. I can hear it in your voice, man. Like it sounds like you guys are, are ready to push this thing no matter what. So.
Yeah, well, and like I said, I'm really, really blessed to have this team, and man, that they pick me up where I lack, and I want to do the same if I can for them.
Love it. All right, okay, guys. Did you want to? Is there anything else that you wanted to add? We can kind of start to wrap this up.
No, we really appreciate you guys bringing us on, man, and giving us a chance to share the project with everyone.
Of course. And, it's been a pleasure.
Yeah, thanks.
Look forward to bringing everyone in, and let's move forward together. Spend some time together.
Yeah, and then we got the 10 whitelist spots you guys gave out, you gave to us to give out to the Lava community. So
yeah,
I'm sure you'll be seeing some of us over there.
Sure.
Yeah, I hope so.
All right,
guys.
Well, again, thanks for having us.
Of course.
Thanks, guys.
It's been a pleasure.
Good talking to you.
Yeah, thank you guys.
All right, take it easy.
Take care.
Bye bye.
Bye. Bye.